Hi everybody, Dr. Zach here, and I'm hoping that today's video is going to reach a broader audience than the normal videos that I put out do. And the reason for this is because we're at a time right now, we're at a critical time in American history where we're being forced even more than ever to choose whether we're going to stand or whether we're going to comply. And for those of you that aren't familiar with me, I just want to give you kind of a quick overview of things. I'm kind of this simple guy. I was born and raised here in Colorado. And when I was real young, I had a lot of health challenges. And those health challenges not only were a challenge or taxing to me, but it was stressful to my entire family. And my parents are great parents. They're still alive. They're doing awesome. But it was a challenge to them trying to figure out solutions for me. We went everywhere. We tried every specialty. We did all kinds of different things, and I continued to have chronic health issues. I had a bleeding ulcer starting the age of 3, asthma, allergy issues, lots of upper respiratory things, tonsils taken out. I was just constantly either medicated or getting injections or hospitalized with lots and lots of different challenges. And as a result, it affected my attitude. I know that that's probably hard to believe. You know, if anybody has ever suffered with some long-term stuff, that it does tend to make you cranky, and then that has its effects on everybody else as well. That was really kind of my youth. And I remember when I was 10 years old, I was introduced to a guy that really changed my life, changed the course of direction for my life. And there's 2 things I remember about this guy. One was that he was a chiropractor, and number 2 was that he said, Zach, your body is made to heal, and I can help that happen. And that was the first time in my life that I'd actually been given hope, that I wasn't just defective and somebody was trying to find a way to fix me, but that I had the potential inside of me. In fact, I was created with the capacity to heal. And that totally changed the trajectory of my life. My mom said that 2 weeks later she had a different kid. Not because all of my health issues resolved, but because my attitude had started to change in a positive direction, because there was hope, and because there were signs of improvement that were taking place when I hadn't seen that before. Fast forward 2 years to when I was 12, and at that point I told my parents that I was going to become a chiropractor because I wanted to help other people to be fully alive, to live with their true health potential, to become everything that they wanted to be. And I didn't know all that involved. I didn't know the schooling. I didn't know anything about that. But I just knew in my heart of hearts that I wanted to help people because my life had been transformed. So I have been blessed beyond measure for the last 30 years to be living that dream. And over those 30 years, I've been able to help thousands of people regain their health and to optimize their life, to live and to fulfill dreams that they didn't think possible. And I've done that through education, reminding people that they're made to be healthy, going back to the basics of what health really looks like, and creating and helping people to implement lifestyle programs to nurture and steward the health that we have. That's our approach. And it's been my passion. And it's helped me to create a community here in our area where people come and they just continue to express that they're fulfilling dreams that they never even thought were possible. It's been the best thing I could ever imagine as far as my career goes. However, about a year ago, things radically changed. You guys might know what I'm talking about. This thing called COVID comes along and it started creating a change in everything. And I'm one of these guys that's, again, I believe, I have strong convictions about what I believe. And when I started hearing all this stuff that was basing our approach to handling COVID by resorting to a place of fear, going into a place of isolation, trying to hide ourselves and prevent ourselves from being exposed to this deadly virus, it started to raise some flags because what I'd always learned was that our immune system is actually strengthened and built up through exposure. Without exposure, we can't build our immune system and it actually gets weaker. Research has shown that fear and isolation actually are more damaging to our immune system function than obesity and diabetes. And so as you look at this COVID-19 situation, you look at the comorbidities that most likely are to set people up for severe complications, and they're telling us it's obesity and diabetes. But what compromises our immune system even more than that is fear and isolation. Our experts, right? We got the CDC, the World Health Organization, we got Dr. Fauci, God bless that man, that are telling us that we need to be really embracing an entire lifestyle that suppresses our immune system to survive this thing. And again, being a man of conviction, that didn't resonate well with me. Right away, I thought, no, that's not going to be the way we get through this thing. We need to actually build ourselves up and be strong and more robust. We need to do everything we can to build our immune systems and keep them strong. Here's the challenge I ran into, is because I operate a healthcare office, I'm under guidelines. Any kind of business owner is under guidelines. So now we've got, the CDC, we got the World Health Organization, we got our local governors, we got our local health departments, we've got all of these things that have created these COVID guidelines for us to follow. And in my business, it put me in a vulnerable place. I either violated my convictions and embraced these things that I knew were going to compromise people's health, or I stuck to my convictions and violated those executive orders, which aren't laws, by the way, so I'm protected by the Constitution of the United States. But it would put me at risk for being a target for potential being penalized, people coming after my license, being reported to departments, and having to face legal actions and so forth. For me, it was a no-brainer. I could not compromise my beliefs. And so I've been blessed for the past several months to be able to continue to love and serve people, to create an environment where people say, this is where I feel safe. This is where I feel like I come alive. This is where I feel my joy tank is being refilled and rejuvenated, and they're able to navigate through life and enhance their health instead of living in this place of compromise. Well, as a result, we're now in a situation that's created some difficulty for us and is potentially affecting us moving forward from here. And I'm not putting this video out there to get your sympathies or anything else. I'm putting this out there because if I choose to just kind of conform now to what they want me to do, that would be the easiest thing for me. That would actually solve some of the conversations that I've had with my wife, who, just 3 days ago, she was panicked that we're going to lose everything that we've spent the last 30 years working on. God bless her. Today she wakes up and she goes, we will not bow down. We are not going to conform. We are going to fight this thing, and we're going to go out with guns a-blazing if they try to take us down. And so I want to call out to you and to as many people as you can to take and start looking for ways that you can stand up and you can start fighting for what is right, for truths that you truly believe in. And so if anything that I say resonates with you and makes sense, if you believe that we're going to be doing a whole lot better in navigating and taking care of our health by living a healthy lifestyle as opposed to living in fear and under suppression and rules that actually compromise our health, I'm going to invite you to stand up with me. I'm going to invite you to take and to start making some noise. Here's what I'm doing is that I actually just received, I got summoned by the Sheriff's Department on Monday morning and was given papers that on next Wednesday, March 10th, here in my office, I get to actually get on a webcam like this and go to court. I'm going to Boulder County Court in my own office via video. And they're wanting to remove my license, shut down my office, put restraining orders against me because I am right now, apparently according to their infectious disease control expert, recklessly endangering my community. And here's what we've decided to do. We are going to create a peaceful protest. When the video camera comes on and it's time for me to be in court, I want to have my entire office, which will hold about 100 people, just filled with people that are willing to stand up and say, this is who you're dealing with. I actually envision hundreds more people outside the office doing a peaceful protest. Nothing that's going to violate any kind of public orders or anything else, but something that's going to be something that's visual and vocal that shows that we're ready to stand up and rise up. Here's part of my vision for that. This hearing is going to be at 2 o'clock next Wednesday afternoon. At noon, I'm opening up my office and I'm going to have communion set up. I'm inviting some of my prayer warriors that I know, and anybody that identifies as a prayer warrior that wants to show up at my office at noon. We're going to start praying. We're going to take communion. We're going to declare that we have a powerful voice and truth is going to resonate through this situation. As I was walking into my office this morning and I was sharing with my team this, I had a vision that as the camera comes on, this gets me emotional because it's so powerful. As the camera comes on And Boulder County is looking at me through the lens, and they're seeing these people surrounding me as well. They're seeing chariots of fire. They're seeing warrior angels set up and that are standing firm and standing strong, saying, this battle is ours. We will no longer bow down to the tyrannical rules, O King. We are going to stand up. Our God is able to deliver us in this time. And so when that hearing starts at 2 o'clock, we're prepared for victory. We're prepared not just for us to be able to keep our doors open, but I see those people looking through my camera lens having a road to Damascus opportunity, that they have a chance to see the kingdom of God in real time and to be able to experience the power of Jesus like they've never seen before. And that this would be an opportunity for us to experience salvation and redemption, but for them as well. And so I hope that this video will go viral, not to keep my doors open, but to inspire hope for people and to remind people that, this whole thing about COVID is not about a virus. This is a spiritual battle. And part of the reasons for the masks is that we've known for 2,300 years that if you want to take and defeat somebody's identity, you start by covering up their face. 2,300 years ago, they would put masks over people's face, reduce their identity, and that makes them more subjective to embracing slavery. I've seen this from the beginning, which is one of the reasons I've had such strong convictions to not require anybody in my office to wear masks. It's a spiritual battle. We win it in spiritual ways. And so I want to just invite you to spread this to everybody. If you live in the Lafayette area, next Wednesday, March 10th, 2 o'clock, come join our rally. If you're not in our area, and you are a prayer warrior or you believe in prayer, cover us with those prayers. Pray that this would be a catalyst of change in Boulder County, one of the most liberal counties in the country, and it would create a shift for us to start opening our eyes and embracing a greater reality. I welcome any kind of feedback you have. Again, I hope that this will be something that will inspire people to stand up, to be strong, to remember who they are, to maybe open up their face and look back in the mirror and see their true identity, that we are mighty, we are powerful, we have strength, we all have qualities, we all have special gifts that we're able to bring, and they're there to change the world in a positive way. So with that said, this is Dr. Zach. God bless you guys and make today amazing.